Squad. I'm dead. 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 Squad. Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm dead. Bow, 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 bow. Squad. I'm dead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watching now, Barney. Leopard. Set. No. Watching now, Barney now. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll send a big tight end in motion right. Now Mixon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Peterman. It's complete to Fuller. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Slot man moves right. They'll throw on first down with Peterman to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Second down, Peterman. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. He finds his target, Fuller. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Peterman to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, Peterman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action. It's Peterman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Again, it's Mixon. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 10 now, Peterman. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. The slot man in motion right. 3rd and long. It's Peterman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
So now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant His first touchdown of the new season, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he motions the wide receiver. Peterman to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Peterman on second down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Peterman. Now he's flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Peterman. Powerful running. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Peterman. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Peterman to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Slot man moves right.
All right, now look at... No, check.
2nd and 10, Peterman again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Halfback sent in motion. To throw is Peterman. Keeps himself up, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's got Evans. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. They'll run here with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Peterman on 1st down. The 20. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Gone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Detroit. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. On 1st down, Peterman. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Evans has it left side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Detroit! No. Jack Patrick! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
No. Jack Patrick! Over!
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Over. Watching that, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Over. Leopard. Watching that, Barney.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The toss play to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They're not running it. Peterman wants to throw it. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. 30. 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Yeah.